Welcome, everybody, and thank you for coming and to hopefully what will be lots of good information for all of us from the beloved Ascended Masters. And now we're just going to have this time where we can truly open our hearts and just be so grateful for all that we have on this planet. Let's take some slow, deep breaths. We breathe in, we hold the breath, we breathe out, and we hold the breath. We can couple our breaths with a statement said with our inner voice. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. Feel and see those rays of gratitude going out, blanketing our entire planet with a feeling of love and gratitude. Every part of life receiving this wonderful feeling from the heavenly realms of love and gratitude. And now we listen and feel for our heartbeat. We put the awareness of this in the center of our chest. We bless, we love, and we thank that gift of life, our heartbeat. And as we see and feel that heartbeat, bringing that pulse of light through that silvery cord from our mighty iron presence, through the top of our head, through our pineal gland, and anchoring in that blazing threefold flame in our hearts. With every heartbeat, the threefold flame becomes brighter and brighter and ever expanding. So let's visualize and see our physical body sitting in that beautiful, dazzling golden flame of wisdom and illumination. We can see it much bigger than our physical bodies, before us and above us, saturating every cell of our four lower bodies. To the left of us, we see that dazzling sapphire blue flame, which brings the feeling of a desire to do the will of God, the feeling of protection and faith, and the feeling of the power of our mighty I Am presence. We see the beautiful pink flame to the right side of us, just behind our right shoulder, bringing us that glorious gift of pure, divine, unconditional love. We see and feel our bodies, our physical bodies, and our three finer bodies enveloped in this dazzling light. Now we see that flame within our hearts, expanding and forming a beautiful sun in the center of our chests. We make the sun every bit as bright and dazzling as the noonday sun. And now we connect with our own beloved golden being in our heart, our Holy Christ selves, within the golden flame. And we see it expanding. We see that threefold flame in our hearts, expanding and expanding and meeting the larger flames created through our visualization, we see our Christ selves, these beloved golden beings within our hearts, expanding and taking complete command of our physical body, our souls, which is our etheric body, our mental and emotional bodies. Just feel and see these bodies blazing light. The great surrender to the Christ self within us. Now we fill our feelings with a feeling of gratitude. Gratitude for our many, many blessings that we receive on our daily journeys. Gratitude for our many, many lives on this sweet earth. Gratitude for our families and friends. Gratitude for our supply and our homes. Gratitude for our health and our happiness. Gratitude to all the beloved elemental kingdom, the great directors of the beloved elemental kingdom, and each precious earth elemental, water elemental, air elemental, and fire elemental, for their ceaseless service to each one of us and to all mankind over eons and eons of time, with very little love and gratitude in return. We just bless and thank them deeply from our hearts. Gratitude to our body elementals. Gratitude to the great and beloved angelic kingdom, our great beloved friend and protector, Archangel Michael, and our own beloved guardian angels, and all the legions of angels serving each one of us and all humanity and all life on our beloved earth. We thank you. Gratitude to the great ascended hosts. Gratitude for these marvelous teachings, as we know, giving us the freedom, the knowledge to make our ascension at the close of this embodiment. And just gratitude to all life, especially that life never loved or thanked. Gratitude for our golden age now dawning, the mighty victory of the light for this beloved planet after her long, long journey. And so be it, beloved I am. Thank you. Peter, are you available to read the opening invocation?
Yes, beloved Anthea, I can read.
Thank you.
Before reading the words of a master, we say together, with mics muted, as suggested by beloved Kutumi. Beloved presence of God I am, it is thy light and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kutumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of this inner instruction. Thank you.
Marvelous. Thank you very much, Peter. Bless you. All right. So this week we've got beloved Gary read for us. Thank you so much, Gary. And just wonderful information. Actually, I don't think it's from the Great Divine Director. Sorry, that was obviously from last week. I beg your pardon about that. And then we've got the video is from Saint Germain. The video is Divine Service, also from beloved Saint Germain. And then we've got Terry reading, as we know, this marvelous book. And we've got The Real Atomic Accelerator from the great Elohim Clare. And then we're reading from the gems is more about the rhythmic breath, which I know we do cover quite often. But I thought since we were on the topic of raising our vibrations, and as Kasthumi says, it is one of the most potent ways to do it. So I thought we'd just share a little bit of that. And then we're going to read Kanisha Hannah from the second part, which from last week. And then John will take us through our decrees. And yeah, thank you, because as we know, it's such an important part of it is calling for the light.
Week 296 from Ascended Master's Instruction, Volume 4, Discourse 8 by Saint Germain. Kindness is always the conquering power, both with human beings and animals as well. Out of the fullness of patience and the application of the presence of divine love in all affairs comes the sure and certain reward. There is no activity where the consciousness or attention is held on the mighty I Am presence, wherein the element of divine love is not active. But this natural activity may be greatly intensified by adding your consciousness of the quality of divine love to it. This is a subtle point which very few, not ascended, realize. Some will say, how is it we mortals may intensify the activity of God? I answer, God, the mighty I Am presence, acts through the free will of the individual according to his or her acceptance. And the individual, being a part of God, being the same in quality, has the right and power to increase and intensify any one of the natural activities of God, upon which the consciousness is focused. If sincere students will meditate on this particular activity, they are certain to receive much benefit. When the consciousness of the student is held unwavering on the highest center, which is humanly termed the pineal and pituitary body, he is recognizing and inviting the currents, the rays of light and love, from the electronic body of his own mighty I Am presence, and also the assistance of the mighty advanced individualizations or ascended masters from the sphere of activity. This may be a shock to some, but as I have intimated before, personalities pray to God thinking they are being answered by God direct. But I assure you, there are those messengers who are the watchers over mankind, who are the dispensers of the radiant currents, and who answer all worthy demands. The messengers from the sun behind the sun, the great central sun, which is the heart of the Christ power as we know it today, are the mighty messengers who are pressing forward in conducting this radiance to humanity, in this radiant cycle which has now begun. In your department stores and schools there are heads of departments and teachers. This very grossly symbolizes the higher activity, for in all activity where the light is coming forth, the less advanced are always being taught by the higher. Even the ascended hosts, as you know them, have those far in advance of themselves who are their instructors. This goes on infinitely and is the important thing for the student to understand. I assure you that through the centuries I have never changed in the mode of giving forth the fundamental principles. To do so would be to cross currents, which would bring disaster instead of the good that I, in my humble way, have been able to do. The most vital thing in human activity is the necessity of positively refusing to sit in judgment on the activity of another human being. To condemn, criticize, or feel curiosity about the affairs of another, except to wish them Godspeed and that all is well, is not permissible for the real student, or the one who sincerely wishes to reach the highest attainment. Students and individuals should always remember that there is not to say them nay in whatever they wish to do or persist in doing, for they have the right to and free use of the mighty energy of God, which is the principle of life animating them. They may use this energy as they choose until their experience causes them to face about and turn to the light of their own volition.
There we have it. Oh, it's just always wonderful things to think about and contemplate and try and put into action perfectly to the best we possibly can. Now we're going to listen to these words from beloved Saint Germain. Divine Service, an excerpt from The Magic Presence by Godfrey Ray King, a discourse by beloved Saint Germain. The blessing of divine service is a great privilege, but remember always, your first service, the greatest service that can possibly exist, is a complete acknowledgement and acceptance of your mighty I Am Presence, the mighty light within and above you. I wish you all to remember especially what I am about to say on service, for it is one of the most misunderstood subjects. Many people consider various things as service, which in reality are not service at all, but mere slavery to the human creation of themselves or others. The performance of physical acts for gratifying and satisfying of the limitations of the human self is not service, never was and never will be. That is slavery to human creation and the treadmill of mankind's limitations. Please clear your minds once and for all time completely of that idea as a concept of service. I tell you frankly and truly it is not. One of the Ascended Lady Masters has said, "The first service for any of mankind is praise and adoration of the God Self, the great Master within each individual. In thus fixing the attention of the outer mind on the only giver of anything good we can ever receive, it raises the outer mind into the full acceptance of the supreme conquering power anchored within the human form, which after all is divine. If in man's service to man he fails to hold his attention fixed on the supreme source of love, wisdom, and power, then he has failed in that service to a large degree. If in the quest of things in the outer senses he becomes so occupied that the conscious attention becomes fixed on the manifestation instead of the supreme presence that produces it, then again he has missed the mark. Again, if in man's great desire to serve, the overwhelming desire to serve his fellow man causes him to neglect to keep his attention fixed on the supreme producer, then that service too has failed to a large degree. The only true service is in holding the attention and acceptance so firmly fixed upon the great Master within, the only producer, that the outer mind becomes so filled with the inner presence that naturally each activity of the day becomes, without considering it, the perfect divine service of the moment. Then the great Master within, the mighty I Am Presence, is always conducting the outer activity until the entire action becomes perfection expressed. The outer self, until fully awakened, has periods in which it unknowingly wants to strut its vanity and abilities over its fellow men. This always invites a shock of some kind to shake up the outer self until it becomes aware of what it is doing. Then it wildly looks about for its source of power, which it has either forgotten or willfully pushed aside, for in our compulsory choice and the use of free will, this great Master within will not intrude itself unless welcomed and invited joyously to do so. I say joyously because the more joy we can put into the acceptance of the mighty indwelling power, the quicker manifestation follows. Our acceptance is a command which must be obeyed. It cannot be denied. The attention and acceptance must be held long enough, firmly enough, and steadily enough upon the mighty I Am Presence until the shell of the outer self is completely shorn of the idea that it has any power of its own. The outer mind cannot argue against the fact that all the energy it uses comes from the great presence within, no matter how the energy is applied. Never let any desire for service deprive you of the needed time, undivided, to fix your attention and acceptance on your great Master within, knowing then that you will naturally give the right service and do the right thing. This is the law of true divine service, which says forever to the personal self, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." This is the whole of the law applied. The personal self has absolutely nothing of its own, for it comes into embodiment without even clothes, and unless the physical body is illumined and raised, it passes through so-called death and leaves even the body behind. So the personal self really owns nothing. It cannot deny the fact that all it has is loaned to it by the great Master Presence, no matter how much it misuses the marvelous gifts of life. Keep your attention to the heights, the light, and the struggle of the outer self will soon cease. You will find yourselves steadily rising into the glorified ascended state, where the joy of divine service so far transcends earthly comprehension there are no words to describe it. Such words of wisdom. That whole book, The Magic Presence, I mean all the books, but it's just filled with these wonderful pearls of wisdom from beloved Saint Germain. Now we're going to listen to this wonderful reading, and thanks to beloved Terry.
The real atomic accelerator. Do you know that the greatest atomic accelerator in the universe is really that immortal threefold flame within your heart? The acceleration of the speed of the electrons around the central core of the atom within your four lower bodies is accomplished by the conscious directing of that flame of life within your own heart. For many years, this group, the Philadelphia group, has been calling for the appearance of the atomic accelerators in multiple numbers for the beneficial use of mankind. The momentums of constructively qualified energy released by this group has set into motion the impulse for the first active atomic accelerator on Earth, actually accelerating the vibratory action of the four lower bodies of all mankind. Now, this acceleration released by your calls has been far more powerful than that which would have been released by any mechanical instrument. That instrument, however, shall come forth later, here, for the use of the masses, the pattern having been set by the heart of freedom. When we enter into the living, breathing force field, which has been drawn and established here all through the years by the release into it of your vibrant, vital energies, what happens? The mighty God beings, angels, devas, and ascended masters who have focused their energies and vital rays of light into this room, all this becomes a part of your service to life and adds to the size and radiance of your force field. The radiation of the pure light substance from these great beings, as it comes into the room, accelerated the vibratory action of the electrons of your flesh and inner bodies, just by their attention focused upon you. As these electrons are quickened in their speed of vibration, there is thrown off the substance of darkness and shadow created by discordant thoughts, feelings, spoken words, and acts of the past, and these shadows are then transmuted into light by the powerful action of the cosmic violet transmuting flame, which fills the room. You who have longed so earnestly to sit within the atomic accelerator, about which Saint Germain has spoken to you, remember that these will be provided for the mankind who have not yet learned the mastery of expanding the flame within their own hearts. However, every time you gather together here, every time you come within the compass of this atomic accelerator of freedom, there is thrown off from your physical and lower bodies into the violet flame so much discordant accumulation that my heart rejoices. This purification also takes place for you, even when you just direct your attention into this room. For where your attention is, there you are. The groups which are willing to abide in the disciplines that we have given releasing their energies joyously and willingly in decrees, songs, and visualizations, thus quickening the vibrations of their 4 lower bodies, such groups become the acceleration for all in their localities. In the Orthodox world, you have heard much mention of the quick and the dead. This merely refers to the difference in the rate of vibration of the 4 lower bodies of mankind, the physical, etheric, mental, and emotional. The main difference between your unascended bodies and the perfection of our own is merely the difference in the rate of vibration of the electrons spinning around their central core in the atom. You see, our electrons move in an extremely rapid rate of vibration due to the complete purification of the energies of our vehicles of expression. You too are gradually achieving this more rapid rate of vibration in your own 4 lower bodies by the purification you receive from your individual applications of the law, in the use of the violet transmuting flame and other activities of the sacred fire, as well as by your participation in the classwork. Purification necessary. Do you know how much purification is necessary within your mental bodies before you can even accept our reality and our capacity to speak to you? It would be a source of very great personal gratification if you could see how pure your vehicles had to be before we could even attempt the experiment of coming through the veil to speak our words to you. You see, the vibratory action of the feeling worlds of the masses of the people is so slow, their worlds being filled with all sorts of disbelief and doubt, that even were they to hear our words, those words would not be accepted by them as truth, nor would they believe that those words were actually coming from us as real God beings. The vibratory action which has been established in your vehicles through all these years of application, individual and in groups, has made possible this spiritual association and partnership today. Dearly beloved ones, when you are caught up in the Spirit, so to speak, when you are gathered together here as you are this morning, the vibration of your bodies is raised, each one to its present ultimate point of comprehension. Then there is anchored into your worlds as much of the substance, energy, and vital fire of our beings as we know you can individually absorb. What happens next? After the meeting is over and your attention is again upon the things of this world, you go back into the accustomed vibratory action of your own aura by giving it your attention again and thus connecting with the effluvia of the individuals with whom you live, with whom you work, and the appearances of less than perfection by which you may be surrounded. That which has seemed so simple, so easy of accomplishment while you were in class and your attention was upon us, for that is our feeling of mastery, which we have given you through radiation, then recedes from your outer consciousness because, by your change of attention, you allow the feelings of depression, doubt, fear, and general effluvia of discord, which represents the general consciousness of mankind, to enter again into the subtle essence of your mental body, into the sensitive consciousness of your feeling world, and into your etheric body, and then into your flesh. It is my hope and sincere decree that those whose worlds have been accelerated to the point where they can grasp and comprehend this law may learn that constant vigilance is so necessary to enable them to hold the vibrations of their inner and flesh bodies above connection with that of the mass mind. I now decree that this shall be so powerfully charged into your outer consciousness that you never again forget it, and thus sink back into inertia, which has made you sleep for centuries, accepting the minimum life has to offer, just to keep your bodies alive and your souls nourished to a certain point. Again, if you will consciously accept it, I now create around you and your worlds a great oval of pure blazing white light from my own heart, which is the vibratory action of my consciousness. This will act for you as a deflector to those currents of discordant energy in which you move in the outer world, which slow down the vibrations of your inner and flesh bodies and again connect you with the mass distresses of mankind.
And so let us all just accept that wonderful gift. We can accept it here and now from beloved, mighty Astrea Claire. And so, yeah, what a wonderful thing. So it's really worth reading that again and going through it. I believe it's just so good. And now we've got this wonderful opportunity to make this call for our brothers and sisters that have been caught in the psychic and astral realms and assist Saint Germain in those violet flame temples that they've created in the astral realm. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain, while my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be taken immediately into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so they carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We decree it, and so be it, beloved I am, and we accept this done here and now with full cosmic power, and we thank you. Thank you. And now we've got, this is from beloved Cthulhu and also Zoroaster. And this is about the power of the rhythmic breath to raise our vibrations. And so if you go onto the website, the iamfree.co.za, and you go onto Ascension topics and scroll down, you'll see all those little boxes and you'll see the rhythmic breath. There's loads of amazing information just straight from the Ascended Masters there. But this is just two small things from the beloved Cthulhu and Zoroaster. So beloved Cthulhu says, when you absorb the breath of life into your nostrils with every in-breath, which is gently, rhythmically drawn into your body, you are drawing the very life essence of the universe to bless you. While you are holding that breath within your body, you can come to a point wherein and whereby you can direct that breath while it is still within your body to any portion thereof that seems to require help and assistance. Then as you begin to expand that consecrated breath, it flows from the pores of your body into the atmosphere around you and becomes part of your beautiful aura. And then with the strength of your breath, you can project it safely further and further and further without strain. You in-breathe it, absorb it, expand it, and project it with the motive of blessing yourselves and others. It's such a wonderful thing because it's an unselfish breath, creating light through our breath and then sending it out, not just for ourselves, but for all in need, because it's conscious and intelligent. We know it seeks those in need, directed by our own presence. And then now this is what beloved Zoroaster says. He says, rhythmic breathing clarifies the four lower bodies of the noxious substance which has been accumulated and lodged in the cells and atoms which make up these vehicles. The more the individual does the rhythmic breath, the more efficacious is the action of any spiritual exercise. So it's just always wonderful. It's just such a really good habit to get into, I believe, just spending time. I like to do it at night because it's just a good time, I believe, to do it. And now this is one, I don't think we did this one before, but it's just so lovely, these guys saving this owl. And the owl was just so calm. I just knew he was being helped.
Wait a minute. These guys, he's in trouble. He's stuck. He's got fishing line around him. You need help, don't you, partner? It's like he knows we're helping. He's like totally calm, eh?
craziest thing I've ever experienced. What a nice bird. His feet are tied down to this.
Oh, you free?
There you go.
I think we're okay. I wonder if you'd let me bring him around.
Might scratch the shit out of you. An accident.
Is his other, both feet are free now?
I think it's free. That foot was actually wrapped around and tied to the log.
He might be waiting until you go so that he doesn't smack you when he flies. Or waiting till he dries off.
That could be too, yeah.
That's some cold toes. Oh, crap.
Oh, I just love it. It's such a calm, sweet owl. Probably very tired, the owl. But then he flew away and obviously just totally at ease with that lovely man. He obviously felt his kindness. It was just lovely. And now we've got this time where we can say this decree for all the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. So we say together, beloved I am presence and that of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life. Until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled, we so decree it and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done and we thank you. And thank you. And I just want to see someone sent a message. Oh, Heidi. Lovely. Thank you, Heidi. Sweet. All right, now we've got beloved Kanisha and whoops. Just go back a sec here. And so this is, I think the second half. I'm not sure. We might have done this last week, but anyway, I did read it, but I said to be continued. So, but I just thought, it's really good to read it. So this is what he says. And, he's the hierarch of the Temple of the Sun now, Merida, Yucatan. And so he says the time is rapidly approaching when all activities of a spiritual nature will be more firmly aligned to this heart center. They are in a minor way so connected at present, but due to certain obstruction in the consciousness of their leaders, only a limited flow of energy can take place. I in no way infer that they do not serve as individual entities, but to receive of the full benefit of the light and energy which should flow from the heart center of a spiritual hierarchy into their specific service, they should recognize in their hearts what Shambhala means. So we know Shambhala is the home of beloved Sanat Kumara, the original home which was above the Gobi Desert, or in the Gobi, what was the Gobi Desert, but it was a beautiful white island, they called it. And also the Great White Brotherhood, which he originally started. And then as a simile, the individual states in these United States have their own local government, but all are subject to the central government of your nation in Washington, D.C., or the subject of a reigning king or queen, or other persons in central authority in any country. You have been told on many occasions that the heart of the planet in these United States and the heart center of the spiritual hierarchy was necessarily moved to this location. So we know it was removed from where the Gobi Desert is now to Long Island, New York, in preparation for the golden age dawning, which really has to start in the beloved America. So it is only in separateness that the consciousness does not accept this fact. For those who are coming closer to the full acceptance that God is all and God is everywhere, there is developing within their feelings that true belief that the universe is the body of the cosmic I am presence, or by whatever name they so designate the omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient first cause, the divine principle of life everywhere. You will remember, beloved Sethru, who's the great divine director, referred to the presence of God within as your individualized great divine director. Remember that always. Give obeisance and obedience to the God intelligence at all times. Fully convinced that you are walking the path of righteousness, releasing the perfection which will be manifest in its fullness in the golden age coming to fruition for this planet. This preparation is not the matter of a moment. It has been taking place for many years, particularly this year, when the cosmic law set into motion the intensified activity of purification. You are our representatives, the light bearer for this planet, who must be in readiness when the cosmic move takes place, the hour you know not. Like the generals of the forces protecting the various constructive governments who have their legions well trained for the resultant activity of victory, so are we responsible to this spiritual law for the training, the preparation, and the ultimate fulfillment of this cosmic edict. We require humble, dedicated, harmonious life streams who are willing to serve as one, knowing that in that oneness is the presence of God I am, which is the directing intelligence in all their actions. You have been appraised by beloved Mahachohan that Micah, the angel of unity, is the being ensouling the bridge activity. Do you not see the importance of his voluntary service? Send your love and gratitude to him daily, for tremendous is the mission of this beloved one. And so now we know, anyway, I think we did read that last week, but anyway, I just thought I sort of thought that, but anyway, it was so important. And then we've got this lovely song, and John played it in one of our morning services, and I just thought it's such a lovely song, so I hope you enjoy it. It's short, but so good. Very short, but such wonderful, wonderful words. And thank you, beloved John. You'll take over now. Thank you.
Good evening, all, and thank you, beloved Anthea, for this wonderful teaching in today's class. How truly blessed we are to have access to this knowledge and these amazing teachings. We send our blessings and thanks to all the beloved ascended masters and cosmic beings and angels for these wonderful, wonderful messages and reading. Beloved mighty I am presence, we call to you to take command of us all, produce your mighty perfection throughout our decrees. Beloved ascended masters, we give you full permission on behalf of ourselves and of all mankind to do whatever is necessary to fulfill the divine plan in this lower realm and we call for you to charge your mighty power and give whatever energy may be lacking from our side into all our decrees so they can manifest here and now, all according to thy will. We call to you, beloved Archangel Michael, to send cosmic rays and mighty angels of protection to protect all who have joined the Zoom class, and for all the energy released to be purified, protected, perfected, amplified, and used only to serve the pure divine cosmic light. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. We say together, Mighty Presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world, right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely and illumined the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved Mighty Presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. And I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed, what we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. Thank you. We just visualize our tube of light from our beloved Mighty Presence, coming down from above, covering our four lower bodies with that thick wall at the edges, stronger than any steel, to see that brilliant blue and crystal light, that light that instantly deflects anything that is not of the light. Build your wall of light. See Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming that impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth. Every beloved one standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. May God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. Thank you. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, human consciousness, and for straying from the light. Beloved Mighty Presence, through your blessed love, power, and authority, we call to beloved Lady Master Kuan Yin. We ask that you fill us with your ascended master feelings of mercy and forgiveness for ourselves and for all mankind. And each one of us feels deeply that sincere desire to be forgiven and to forgive any and all parts of life that we have hurt or harmed, or that has hurt or harmed us. All energies ever misqualified or misused by us back to the very beginning. Just feel deeply in your heart that great gratitude for this great blessing to all mankind, this gift of the law of forgiveness. Beloved Mighty Presence, keep us, our loved ones, and all life on our sweet earth forever sealed in a mighty pillar of cosmic violet fire. Beloved Mighty Presence, and that of all mankind. Forgive, forgive, forgive each and every one of us. thank you. And we call to the great central sun to charge your secret power into these decrees. We call for beloved Saint Germain to anchor a cosmic concentration of violet fire in America, Europe, Africa, China, India, the Middle East, the Far East, Russia, Australia, wherever else it is needed in our beloved world here and now. We thank you. We say our violet fire decree together. Mighty presence, beloved Saint Germain, those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire, and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels, descend with your purple wands of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all. Cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. decree for the beloved elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light, awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it, beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms and in the consciousness of all mankind to cease to exist forever. The cause, core, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. That thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is, beloved I am, we thank you. Decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done everywhere, here, now, and forever. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world everywhere. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done, beloved I am. We thank you. And now, before we say our final decree about the love and power of our beloved mighty and Prince, we call to you, beloved mighty Victory, to fill us with your full feelings of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. We claim, beloved mighty Victory's victory now manifest in our world and experience. We say together, I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and trebled each instant of each hour by the power of the cosmic 3x3 until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. As we end now, let us focus on that beloved love star, radiating within our auras, placed there by beloved Sanat Kumara as a gift to all mankind, assisting us in holding that frequency of unconditional divine love. A true cosmic blessing. We love and thank you, beloved mighty love star. We ask that you expand your mighty supreme light through our four lower bodies, and to saturate all whom we pass by on our earthly journeys with that unconditional divine love. To that mighty secret love star, shining from the heavens for this 2,000-year period, We bless and thank you and all the mighty cosmic beings from the great central sun, holding this focus. Expand your supreme light through our individual love stars and around all life evolving on our sweet earth. We thank you deeply for this. We deeply thank and release all the beloved great ones invoked and whom constantly answer our calls. Thank you, blessed healers. May each and every one of you be richly and abundantly blessed by our beloved Father, Mother God, I am. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, beloved John. And now we've got the closing invocation. I'd just like to think, who might do it. Barbara, beloved Barbara, do you have a screen in front of you? Can you read the closing invocation for us? I'm not sure whether Barbara's.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Yes, I can read it.
Thank you.
Closing invocation. Before ending the session, we all say with mouths muted, Beloved I am, presence and beloved Master Kutumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness, so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God I am, pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the Masters. We thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, beloved Barbara. And let's just take a moment. Deep gratitude. Truly, we are so blessed to have these wonderful teachings and for our beautiful, wonderful world and for our opportunity to serve the light. So thank you, everybody. I'm just going to stop the recording.